Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I was just sitting here working on a journal for my son and my new grandbaby. He has requested a memory book, so I'm going to move this stuff aside. And I was sitting here working on it and getting things together, and I thought, oh, let's turn the camera on and do a video as I'm putting it together. So here's what I decided to do for the cover. I went to our local antique store and got this Winnie the Pooh little golden book. I was struggling to figure out what to do for a cover since that's the theme he wanted. And I printed a digital kit from, oh my goodness, tired, so I can't think of who it's from. Anyway, I'll come up with the name. But, so I purchased a digital, a Winnie the Pooh digital, and that's what I'm putting together right now. But here's what I have for the book right now. I have the pages bound. I took apart the cover and redid the cover. I have a fabric spine here, and I have some, I don't know if I'll use all of this seam binding, but this is from my scrap cabin shop for the seam binding. But here's what I have for the pages. They're not decorated at all yet. It took me a little bit to figure out what I was going to do. But here are, I kept the pages intact. And I just grabbed some, this is the digital. And I just grabbed some, I have a ton of scrapbook paper. Thin, like this, thin and colored. And I've been given a lot. So I'm just trying to go through my stash and use up what I have because I have a lot of things. So, and on these pages, what I did to shorten them is I actually cut them from the back where they were stapled into the little golden book. And then I cut some vintage wallpaper and glued that to glue the two pages together again. So that's what I did there. And so that's what I have in here, I have scrapbook paper because it's a memory book. I decided to do several pages of scrapbook paper, and then they have the pockets here, each one, so you can have more space. I'm thinking I'm going to make a picture card, memory card, where it slides in and you can add pictures in here. So yeah, so I thought I'd quickly go through this on camera. It's 2 signatures. I'm up early. It's hot and I can't sleep well, so let's just hop in here and do this. And each signature has 15 pages, so we have a total of 120 pages in this journal. So that's the first signature here. Second one. And I did a lot of these because normally when I make a journal, I make it geared more towards the writing side of things. But since it's memory keeping, that's why I put a lot of the scrapbook. Although I kind of like this because I like having the scrapbook with the pockets. You've got some solid pockets with pretty paper to add your pictures. You've already got your photo mounts. You can just add little pieces, which I may include in the book, or I may do it in such a way that pictures can be added and you can pull out a tag or something. Don't know. We'll do it. Figure that out when we get there. But I love this page right here. I love that page so much. My Porch Prints. There we go. I had to think of it. That's where I've got the Winnie the Pooh digital to work on. So there's what we have. And I have this pile over here. I have finished fussy cutting everything out. And I have been busy. This has just been sitting there. I've had, our get together and stuff. So now I thought I'd put the stuff together. And then we'll start adding pockets into the journal. These need to be put together. That's just an envelope. This piece in here, I put this on cardstock, and I thought this would make a really cute journal card, or on a place to put pictures on the outside maybe. So I'm just going to fold this up, and hopefully I will have a spot in there. I didn't even test. Hopefully I'll have a spot in here to put it. Yep, that would fit in that pocket right there. In fact, I think I'll leave it there. And then here's another one. Now, another thing I also purchased, I gotta clean this off from class, I got glue all over it, is I purchased, I'm gonna find a pocket over here to put this Winnie the Pooh one in. I'm really liking that yellow. I'll put that in there. So I also purchased these flip flaps. So Stampin' Up! Has these flip flaps. And if you're a journal maker or an album maker or something, scrapbooker, which I need to get my stuff together. I just had to clear it all off for my class. But these are cool, and I'm going to incorporate these in that book. And they're thick, they're nice. So I got the pack that for 4x6s that you can put this way, or even landscape. So it came with, I think, 6 of each, and then I have this size here. So I'm going to incorporate those. I don't know if we'll use them all. I mean, I bought them for the book, but if I don't know. They just came with that many. But I'm going to incorporate them in here, because I think that would be really cool. I don't know if I'll do a waterfall. I know. I've been interested in them ever since I've seen them. So it's the perfect time to try them out. So yes, I'm just folding these. In the summer, I don't get a lot of sleep. It's just I have an itty bitty house, as I've said before. It's only 688 square feet. But I'll tell you what, this house holds its heat well. So when it's warm out, it just doesn't cool off. I have a little AC unit, but it's actually not big enough to do this whole house. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I actually really like this type of ephemera here. And you know, a digital kit is so nice to have. You don't have to carry a lot of supplies because you print them. So you have this, so it's alternating. And then when you get to the last one, you just stick it in like that, and you've got a little secret like spot right there. Isn't that cute? Love that. I have, you know, when I went and bought that little golden book. Oh, I have a funny. So you know the little bikes you can buy that they're not a full bike, but you can like pedal under your desk or something like that. My son got me one for Christmas, and I used it a little bit, but I always had the thing like, does that thing really work? You know. So I decided to bring it at work since I have a desk job. That way I can get some exercise. So I was using it all week last week. Off and on, when there was time when there's lots of times where I'm just kind of sitting down doing tasks that aren't. I'm going to try to make this a little bit quieter while I'm doing this. Tasks that don't require a lot of brain power, I can focus on the bicycle. So I just leave it under there and go for a ride periodically throughout the day. So I was doing that. And then I went to the antique store to get the little golden book. And I had to crouch down. I always squat when I need to get down low, because bending over can hurt your back. Isn't that cute? Look at that little envelope. Oh my goodness. So But after I crouched down and then I wanted to get up, I couldn't lift myself up. My legs were tired. I could feel they were fatigued. And I thought, oh, that thing, it took me a minute to get up. I was quite surprised. So I think that really works. I don't know. I'm noticing a little bit of a difference just doing it 1 week, and I go back to work here in a little while. So yeah, and I'll be doing it again this week. So, but anyway, I ended up buying more little golden books there because I have a hard time. They make such cute journals. They really, really do. And so I bought a couple more, but I did keep it low. And I have a stack. So I think what I might do, and I have a lot of scrapbook paper and a lot of oddball kit stuff that I didn't need for a journal I was making. Just whatever I have. So I'm thinking that I might just do like a little mini mass make of some golden book journals. And I have a couple made. I have 3 that are somewhat prepped and I never got back to. So I might pop them up on my Etsy store. I haven't popped any new ones up. I really haven't made any new ones, but I've been selling. I just recently sold one on Etsy. And then I've also been putting them in a Bible bookstore here locally. And those have been selling, and I've had to remove some from the Etsy store because I put them in the store and they've been selling. So I'm thinking I actually might have room now to start making them. One of the reasons I stopped is because I only have limited space, and when that space gets full of journals, I don't make any more until they thin out. So, but thinking about it, doing a mass make of the golden book journals. We've got just about all of the pocket type ephemera. I think it looks like the pocket ones are done. So I just need to fold these last 2 pieces and then we can go through. I'm going to probably do some inking. I was trying not to in this book, but I just really like the look of inked projects. So these are just ephemera. We'll set those aside. I have a whole bunch of ephemera sitting over here. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. Let me move you down a little bit. There we go. Some stuff together. We've got these 2 pockets together. We need to glue, get all the pieces we need to glue together. Oh, I see. This is one of those kind of pockets. This is going to be one I'll clip in. Okay, so we need to glue a lot of pieces to glue. That one doesn't need to be glued. These need to be glued. What did I just do with pockets? Something over here. Here's some non-ephemera pieces. I just inked some pockets. Oh, here they are. So I've got these little pockets too, and those are ephemera. Okay, so let's get these pieces glued up. I think I'm going to do, because I could do these pockets this way, and or the other way they can be done is, oh, these are the same size, but I could move them up like this and do, let's see how these fit in the book. Let's see, we would probably want to do it on not on these type of pages. So let's see, would these even fit on here? Yeah, they are. Okay, they'll fit on there. I think I'm going to do them alternating. So we'll go ahead and get these glued. Okay, to glue these, and I do like the idea of doing them different like this. So then you have a pocket here and a pocket here. Or leave them separate. Let's leave them separate. We have a lot of signatures and we need a lot of pockets. Okay. That's going to go that way, so let's glue this down. I was thinking that some of these can just be empty without journal cards for little memory keeping type things they want to put in. Just clip them in. I gotta watch the time because I have actually made several videos that I cannot load up because they're too long, so I can only make, I don't know if it's what I'm using or if it's my phone, but if I do it too long, it just doesn't load. So that's one of the reasons I haven't had too many videos on here, because I've made long ones, and that's another reason why some of my recent videos have been very short. I try to keep them shorter so that they'll load. And I have been busy, but I have sat down and made several videos that just won't go up. Then that's kind of frustrating because you spend the time prepping to do it, and it takes time to edit them. I do light edits, and then they don't load. It would be cool to find some Winnie the Pooh paper clips to clip these in. Now, because this is specialty requested, I will try to locate some special things to put in it. Okay, looks like we just have one more piece to glue. I'll probably need to make some more pockets and ephemera, but I should have plenty of stuff. I also have some digital papers that I have printed from this kit on regular paper that did not go in the journal. That was more background, so that more ephemera could be made if needed. Okay, we have all of these pieces glued together. Now, we just need to add the pockets that we do have in here into here. Now these, I think these are all ones I'm going to clip on. These are pockets we can glue down, because on the back they're just plain. That's going to be clipped. These can be glued on. This can. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet, so, but we've got all of these. So let's go ahead and go through. Let's see how much more time we have. I'm doing good on time right now, so let's add pockets. So we've got 2 of these, so I'm going to try to split them among the signatures. These have those, so let's see where that would be good. Those. Might be nice to add some color on this. This is a nice paper. You can still, or maybe I should do it on the white. No, the white side is for writing, I think. Yeah. You can write, a lot of these that I put in here, you can write on them. but I think I'll put this striped one here. Put this down here. But if it's for writing, is that going to get in the way? That might get in the way. You can still write on this up here, and then you would have ephemera here to write on. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll make it fun. I am not used to having, I do not mind at all having white pages in a journal. Some people are very particular about that when they make their journals, or if you're selling them in a shop online or something, they have to have stenciling or something on white pages. I don't have an issue, but I will say this is the first journal I've made where there isn't any coffee dyed paper in here. I just didn't put any in here. I just felt like this is how I wanted to put it. Okay, so let's see where we want to put this one. I might do that right here. It's cute. Let's put that one there. I really want to work on some more, making some handmade photo albums. I just haven't found, I've played with them and I've made a few, but I just haven't found the adhesive that makes me happy for it. Because I've tried the score tape to put it down, and to me, it just doesn't stick well. I don't like it. So I have to figure out, I think I've used a combination of glue, but if you don't use the right cardstock, it can make it kind of bubbly, so I don't like that. Anyway, I just have to figure out what kind of adhesive I use to put those pieces together and glue them together on the chipboard and stuff. Okay, so we've got these square pockets too. So let's see where we want to put these angle pockets. Now in here, let's go to the back side because we put a pocket here. So let's go over here. Well, these are really designed to go like, that would be cute in the center pocket, wouldn't they? Let's see what we've got for the center pocket over here. We've got writing space, which we might want to keep that there. Okay. We've got two, so we'll pick one on this side where we want to put this. That would be cute right there. I think I am going to put pockets on the white pages just to add, since everything else is so decorated, just to add some more fun paper. There will be plenty of places to write, and this is more towards memory keeping, milestones, so it's not like a journal you write in every day. Might be for them, but I don't think they'll write in it every day. But great place to keep pictures or little mementos that they want to keep of the baby. He's so cute. Okay, I did this one on that side, which was the yellow. So we'll put it on this. Little beads. Once we get all these pockets in, I'll know if I need any more pockets or anything like that. And then I have a pile of ephemera sitting over here, already pre-made, tags and stuff. And then figure out what else needs to be made. I think I want to put the pockets here, honestly. Yeah, let's put them in this page. I'm just pressing down to make sure that this sticks, because I've had every great once in a while I have them slide on me and then they're not in place. So we're going to use that on this side. So it'll be this page. Put this pocket. I really want to get this done very soon so I can get this shipped off, hopefully before I have to travel to Oregon again. So, okay, we've got those pockets placed. Now we have these square ones and these. So we've got 4 each. So I think we'll do those 2 and those 2 together, and then we'll have the same patterns here, just different pockets. All right, so we've got 2 for each side. Got 1 there. I think we need to go on the other side of this one and put something. That might be a made piece though. We'll put them on here. And I'll turn it into a tuck, meaning I'll only glue 2 sides. That way you can slide something big in here and you can write all the way around it. So this will be just a tuck, so I'm just going to glue along these 2 sides here. And then we'll do the same tuck on the other side here. Right there. Do this on this side. And I'm going to decorate them. I typically decorate after I get many things in the journal. I've tried decorating the pages before I bind them, and it kind of, for me personally, it just bugs me because they get heavier and then they get in the way and it gets a little bit more difficult to sew them in. But many people can do them before they bind them in the journal that way. I just can't. Everything has to be in the journal. It's just easier for me. Okay, so we've got these 2 pockets for this signature. And I'm not really sure how I want to do that. But maybe I'll add them on here. Something like that. Oh, or like this. And you have, yeah, let's do that. And I'll do it on this yellow one here. That'll be cute, I think. Okay, I want to do it on another one. I think that yellow one would work best here. So that's what we'll do. We'll add them this way, and then it will have a pocket, sideways pocket. That would be, yeah, a really great thing. You have a tag in there, you can add a picture or just some writing. That's gonna be cute. We'll do that one this way so it's easier to get out. There's that. Now on to the second signature. Let's see how we're doing on time. Probably need to end this pretty soon. We'll get these other pockets in, and then that'll be it for this video. Okay, so we're gonna do tucks. I think, okay, that has a pocket there. That has a pocket, and so I'm probably going to make something for the other side with these pages since it has this pocket. I don't know what yet, but I probably will make something. So let's do these on this page as side tucks. This is the part I enjoy the most once they're in there. Getting all these pockets in, tuck spots, whatever. And then the decorating. Love the decorating. Okay, so we are using it on that. This one right here. Now we will do, I don't know if I want to do this on the gray because we have a striped. We have that page. Let's do it on the yellow one. I do with it. I think the yellow one would be good. Which this one would go this way. Yeah. Alright, that one's done, and we just need to find this other yellow side right here, and we're going to do that one. All right, we have got all the pockets that we have prepped so far in. So we have these here that are probably all going to be clipped in somehow. So we'll need to find a home for these. And then I have ephemera, smaller pieces. I have tons of journal cards. I don't think we're going to need to make any of these things. Just tons and tons of stuff, things to decorate with. Love that. So some more things I can use. Actually, I could use these for the little pocket tucks. The one where I have the double layer pocket. yeah, I might do that. So next video we will place some more and start filling pockets. This will give this time for this glue to dry for these pockets, and I'll figure out what I want to use for clips for these to go in there, and take a look and see what other pockets we might want to add. I do like the idea of the side pockets, so we might use some of these as little tucks or something on here just to decorate more. But I want to cut this video off before it becomes one that I can't load. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one for this journal. Bye.